going, everybody? Live EM Diecast. Thanks for stopping by today. We're going to complete Hot Wheels Boulevard for 2025. This is the final mix of the year. 136 through 140 to complete 2025. Last mix of the year. Crazy that 140 releases for Boulevard. Just bonkers. I did pick these up from JCar, so they do have some additional stickers and stuff on the back that were from an import or wherever he ordered the cases from. Clearly they didn't come directly from Mattel, but that's perfectly fine. But it's the same details, same exact stuff you get here. Ford GT is what we're going to start it off with. Ford GT in yellow. This is the original version of the casting with the separate wing. So that's always good. So we'll get this one cracked out of here. There we go. There is our Ford GT. Uses the 5 spokes, which looks really, really good. Prints on the side look good as well. Again, separate wing there in the top. Details on the front. Does have the headlights done up. A little bit of glare built into the headlights, but they're not that bad. I always rag on those, but these ones aren't that bad. Some fog lights in the front. Looks good. A little bit of print around the air intake area. A little bit of print for the fuel filler spots. And then, of course, full deets on the back. Tail lights, all that good stuff like that done up. Matte black base on this particular one. So that one's pretty nice. Nice to see that they're using the original version of this casting with the separate wing, not the modern one with the wing that's part of the body, because this gives a nice little color break to it. Looks I think particularly nice. That's a pretty good one to start with. All right, 137 right away, getting into a brand spanking new casting. This is your Nissan Laurel C33. This is 100% brand new casting. First one right here, looking ridiculous. The car looks just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's like VIP stance looking. So we'll get this out of here. I am a huge fan of sedans, so I do like all that stuff. One of the coolest features on this particular casting is the rear windows that are rolled down just partially. Pretty much they're probably rolled down all the way, but because of the way that the window goes and the arch in the door, a lot of cars, that's what the windows do. They just kind of go down as far as they can go. I think that's a super cool touch. Super, super cool touch. No B-pillars or anything in there. Not sure if the real car has any B-pillars or anything, but no B-pillars here, so that looks super, super cool. Uses the 5 spokes in white, which is really nice. We don't typically get that wheel in white very often. Details on the front. There is the Dietz Hot Wheels C33 on the plate. California style plate. Does say Hot Wheels on there. Headlights are pretty good. Again, a little bit of glare built in there, but again, not bad on this one. This one, of course, right-hand drive, as it should be. It's a dark blue. I thought it was going to be black, but it's actually a dark blue with a little bit of a gray tint to the trim on the bottom. So you can see that two-tone there. Looks pretty good. Details on the back. That is absolutely ridiculous. It does have the heart-shaped exhaust tip on there. That is legit. That is legit. And then, of course, your little drift charm on this side. That is ridiculous. That is super cool. That's just, it's ridiculous, but it's so cool. That is one of the coolest things I think I've ever seen Hot Wheels actually pull off. The actual heart-tipped exhaust. That is just bonkers. I love it. I love it. Laurel on the back looks good. Nissan on there as well. Taillights kind of look like a print, or I'm sorry, like a picture, which is fine. I think they look okay. Again, a little bit of a glare in there, but again, these ones are looking a lot better than previous ones. This is a really, really good one. It's a pretty decent sized casting too, so it's not one of those little tiny ones that we usually get from Hot Wheels. And then there is the base Dietz. There you go. Just a blank Hot Wheels logo on there, which is interesting. No text or anything in there. But this one is really, really nice. I really like this. I can't wait to see what other decals we're going to get for this particular one. That might be the best one in the mix. Maybe. But this next one's probably going to be even better. All right, another brand spanking new casting, number 138. That is your 75 Ford Bronco. Also comes out with a new wheel design. I don't think we've seen that wheel design before. Maybe on an RLC. I think that debuted on the Toyota truck. But this is the first time we're seeing that wheel design on a standard premium. There is a little warning right there that says small parts. We were going to talk about that. There is the card art, though. Looks really, really good. Really, really stoked about this one. So we'll get this guy slid out of there. There is our 75 Ford Bronco, a brilliant metallic green. That color is just so good. Oh, that color looks so good. Bronco on the side in the quarter panel. Man, this one is bonkers. There is some details for the grille. I do believe that is part of the interior, the grille piece. So I don't think that's painted black, but it does have print on top of it. It does have Ford there in the grille. In red print, it's really, really light, but it's there. 75 Bronc on the plate. Again, another California style plate. The black version. And then there is the deets on this side. Some deets on the back. The spare tire on there. It's just regular plastic, not like a rubberized plastic. Just regular plastic. But, of course, as you would expect, yes, it does have a removable top. The top does come off. There is the interior of the casting. You can see all the way down to the bottom of the base, which has got like a texture to it to make a little bit of the floorboard in there. There is a roll bar in there, which looks really good. The windshield looks nice. There's a little bit of print on the A-pillars. That looks really, really nice. The removable piece is actually two parts. It actually has a window in it, which is very, very impressive. That's very impressive. I would think that that would be a piece that Hot Wheels would probably omit because that's significantly more expensive. Because not only is it two pieces, but you got to assemble this and then you got to put it on the model itself. But it is so, so worth it. It just sits right on there. It is absolutely flawless. Oh, man. I really like that Laurel, but I tell you what, that Bronco is beyond next level. That Bronco is fantastic. All right, well, if two new castings wasn't enough, how about a third brand new casting? This is the new Lamborghini Temerario. I also did a unboxing of a 1/18 scale of this on the channel from Mayesto. But this one is from good old Hot Wheels, number 139, debuting right here in green. This uses the 10 spokes, which is fine. Lots and lots of prints on this particular casting, which looks good. So you do have some red striping on the top, the black and green two-tone. The front profile is fantastic. I love the hexagonal headlights in there. The name of the model, of course, then you do have the little Lamborghini logo right there. Headlights are very sinister. I really like this Ferrari. I'm sorry, this Lamborghini. I think it looks really, really good. The back's not as nice as the front, but it's a pretty nice Lambo. Details in the back, all done up, printed as you would expect. That huge diffuser on there sticks out quite far. That looks pretty decent. And then here is the base deets. Again, look at that. No text in the actual Hot Wheels prints. Just the logo. They're going back to doing that again. Going back to where it's just the flame without the Hot Wheels text in there, which is very interesting. That's very, very interesting. But that's really nice. That's really, really good. All right, we're going to roll out with number 140, which unfortunately is going to be the peg warmer. We already know that. I really like this casting. This is a fantastic casting. I really like this one a lot. Ford RS 200. But let's be honest, not a lot of love for just rally cars in general from the Hot Wheels community, at least in the U.S. This one, definitely the weakest link in there. But of course, you're talking about 3 brand new castings in here, so it's a little bit unfair. There is the deets on the side. It says Malay, however that's supposed to be. London. This is probably decoed off of a real deco or something very, very similar to it. It does use the white arrow blades. Look good. Ford logo on there. Bilstein, Michelin, all that looking very, very nice. Super crisp details on the front. Headlights, fog lights, all that good stuff. I love this casting. It's so good. That little intake section right here on the top is actually a separate piece from the casting itself, which is very, very cool. That's why the rivet's right there. And then details on the back, pretty straightforward. It says RS200, Hot Wheels on the plate. That little vent spot right there. Tons of detail underneath the hood. Looks good. It's not actually open, though. It should be open, but Hot Wheels doesn't open it. And then there's the base deets right there. It's an older casting, so of course it does have the text in there. Maybe Hot Wheels is just moving away and going back to the flame. Maybe they're just kind of riding that wave. But anyways, there you go. That is the last mix of Boulevard 2025. 2025 is done. No more Boulevard for this year. We will move on to 2026. Hot Wheels did go out with one heck of a bang, though, for 2025. That mix is absolutely top-notch. Bronco is my number one. then the Laurel, then the Lambo, obviously GT and RS200. Even though I'm ragging on people for saying that's a peg warmer, it's my least favorite too. But look at the stacked ensemble here. So drop a comment. We'll catch you next time on LMD. Peace.